Shavua Tov, Good Vach. Tonight's story, I'd like to share with you another story of the Rebbe Chaim Mushka, the Rebbe's wife, since we're just a few days after her yahrzeit. I don't know the exact details, but the Rebbetzin was in Manhattan in the New York Library, and someone that she was talking to noticed that her name was Schneerson. Maybe, I don't know if she was checking out a book or whatever. So this person asked her, are you by any chance related to the famous Rabbi Schneerson in Brooklyn? And the Rebbetzin said, yes, we live in the same house. He's my husband. And the lady said, well, I'm pretty upset with your husband. The Rebbetzin was kind of taken aback, and the Rebbetzin asked, what happened? What's your interaction with my husband, and why are you upset with him? And this lady responded that she and her husband had been married for many years. They weren't blessed with children, and someone suggested she go to the Rebbe for a bracha, and she went, and she had a chance to speak with the Rebbe and ask for a bracha. And the Rebbe explained to her that in order to get a bracha for Hashem, you need to make a vessel, something to contain the blessing. And basically that means mitzvahs. And the Rebbe suggested that she should start lighting candles in honor of the Shabbat, and that would hopefully be the vessel to contain the blessing she so much wants from Hashem. And nothing happened. So the Rebbe asks her, did you start lighting candles? And she said, of course, every Friday, ever since then. So the Rebbe asked her to please describe to me how you light the candles. So she said, every Friday afternoon I set up the candles, get them ready on the table, and I wait for my husband to come home. And whenever he comes home from work, we light the candles and welcome in the Shabbat. So when does he come home? 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whenever he gets home from work. So the Rebbe explained to this lady that, like every mitzvah, there are details to a mitzvah. And the Shabbos candles have to be lit before Shabbat, preferably 18 minutes before sunset. And the Rebbe promised that she'll send her a calendar before the coming Shabbat. She'll give her a calendar for the year, telling her what time is the appropriate time to light the candles. Even if your husband's not home yet, you should welcome in the Shabbat on time. And 9 months later, the Rebbe received an invitation to the bris of the little baby boy that was born to this couple. So there's many things you can learn from the story. I think something very important to understand is that mitzvahs have details, and details count. Hashem didn't give us mitzvahs to make life hard. Hashem gave us mitzvahs to make vessels, to make appropriate vessels, to hold the blessings that we want, and the blessings Hashem wants to give us. May Hashem help that we should create those vessels, and Hashem should fill them quickly with all of our heart's desires for